Digging through there is just not giving us any copper right now. Dear me. Wow, okay. So, thankfully, we set up all of these things to give us warnings, rather than getting caught off guard. But, yikes. Bit of a rough way. Bit of a rough moment for us, really. Let's get all of them down there. Dig into all of that. We'll continue pushing further and further down as time goes on. Remember the time since the last tea break. 1 hour and 55 minutes since the last tea break. The bot cannot reach destination, as usual. Where are you going? Huh. To get your own fuel. Well, at the very least, we're starting to deliver more copper again, so we should be okay. Why do we not have fuel? Right, I'm gonna have to unassign you for now. Because you're stopping other trucks from making deliveries. It's frustrating, but it's the reality of it. Right, let's lift this up a bit. So that's 4, 3. Go for 1, I guess. Let's go for 3. Then once we're inside, just fill everything back up. There we go. No, Starkham, you have a good sleep, mate. Oh, crap. I was not paying attention to this. Be down a little bit. And then let's get all of that unity built. Fortunately, these are all starting to collapse now where we've been digging in. I was really hopeful that would actually stop that from happening. That was the whole point in building them. On the plus side, these can now fit, I guess, but doesn't need to happen quickly though. The issue here, I think, is that soil and limestone are just so fragile. I'm not really sure how to deal with this, though, because it feels like I'm designating the right areas for them to dig. To prevent them from collapse. Yeah, here we are. Does this game have sustainable forestry? It sort of does and sort of doesn't. You can't plant trees and grow them. Though the game does kind of track time, like you would not really be playing, like you would not be able to have a sustainable amount of tree growth on the small playable area that you have. But on the overland map, you can find islands that have trees there, and so it's sort of sustainable in that sense. You're not really managing this forest, but it is being managed. Let's copy all of this and keep running it down. And then continue gathering as much limestone as we can. Where's Yuri? There we go. Yeah, I would very much like this. If I can build that, like, if it lets me build it, I feel that that should be a stable area for it to be. Like, it shouldn't allow me to construct it if it's not gonna, if it's immediately gonna be unstable. Okay, so that does work right now. What about here? No, that's fine then if that's the case. Completely fine with that being the case, if that is alright. There we go. That actually looks quite nice, in fact. See, on this side... Oh, actually, yeah, that's... I was going to say, they've filled it right up to the edge. That's because this is on that edge, whereas down here it's not. There's a 2-tile gap. Oh, you scoundrel! Why? The whole point was that you couldn't deform terrain through the blocks. That is literally the whole point in these. And in the change. It's just gonna pull all of it down again. Yeah, I'll probably just send this as a bug report. Someone make a clip, because that'll be easier for me to send it as a bug report rather than having to send the entire stream. Alright, all of that concrete is basically just wasted now. Irritating, but oh well. Though I guess what we could do is just not dig it down as low. And this would be there. Or actually, maybe we would leave it here instead. Because that's what we would have in common with that upper area, is that it wasn't all the way down to the bottom of the foundation. what you're trying to do with the excavation and fill in of the other area, just create terraces of flat land. Sort of, yeah. Basically, the retaining walls will only function up to a height of 5 tiles. But they allow you to have fairly sharp, or at least sharper slopes. Though, honestly, if you look over there, that's probably about as sharp as this slope is going to end up being anyway. But in the case over here, I don't want to allow so much of the upper level to collapse that this becomes undrivable. That's my main focus on the upper area. Right, how about, instead of all of this, we fill in an area a little bit. Then build that out. That will allow me to replace the retaining wall we'll dig through, and I'll just lower it less aggressively. That should work for it. It's that limestone is a much looser material than rock, and so it will deform and collapse a lot more, faster. Which can be a bit of a podge. This still needs a fair old number of tier 3 components, unfortunately. Where are we currently dumping? Still dumping over there, still dumping down here. Let's cut this off for now. We'll get back to it. Still dumping over there, but that well, actually, yeah, let's cut that off for now as well. Just to encourage them to go where I want them to. Need them to focus their attention on the more important areas. Does that link still show up in the backseat pass? Let me have a look. The one in regards to changing the way the borders do? Yeah. Oh, if you mean the clip that you popped in backseat pass, yes. Yes, that does still show up. Sorry, I couldn't see the forest for the trees there. I'm just gonna have to pause that for now and just let everything head down here. Oh, wait. Since that's under purview of Yuri... yeah, only dirt is allowed there. Rock as well. And compost. There you go. Because that's within the Yuri mining zone, they would only allow... Yuri designated items to be dumped there. Yep. Perfect. And let's get those done. All right. Complete. Well, let's continue digging through. Now we can add back the other dumping zones. And Shut the docks. Perfect. Now, the thing is, would I want to add more over here? High pressure turbine 2 produces 2 megawatts. This produces 2 megawatts as well. And this requires 3 megawatts to run. So if I mirrored this system, so 2 of these, 2 of these, sorry, 1 of these rather, then I'd be able to run 3 of these extremely high power generators in each line. That may well be something we want to look at. Wait, Yuri dumping zone? Yuri as in Command and Conquer. Because it's a mind control tower, otherwise known as a mind control tower. Have I accessed the nuclear yet? No, not yet. How's that power field? Combination. When available, we use... we've got animal feed. If there's animal feed excess here, because we produce a little bit of it. So we've got coal as a backup. It's really the last priority. Bio waste from the colony, animal feed runoff, and fuel gas. Also, ethanol. So byproducts generally. But if we absolutely need to, we can run coal. We're doing it right now, in fact. Seeing steel in there more often than not, which makes me quite happy. How are we doing over here? Getting very close. Again, once that's made, we'll start work on the blast furnaces. I cannot read the mind control tower as mind control tower in my own games. Thanks to... I can't not read, sorry. Thanks to Aavak. Sorry, Firebutcher. There will be no more free will, only my will. Your command is my wish. I love that line. Your command is my wish. I just find it so subtle, so beautiful. Thank you very much, Alice, for the 5 gift subs. That's super kind of you. And the 53 months. Hi, I'm at work. How goes the ceasing the means of production? Ceasing? I imagine you mean seizing, but I would not do something like that. If I seize the means of production, I would be expected to like make decisions and stuff. Oh, sounds like such a chore. Oh, no. Someone else can do all of that. I am a little bit concerned about the state of limestone, though. We do have limestone over there, though, which we will probably start digging into very aggressively very soon. Kuro Okami, thank you very much for the sub there. Diolch yn fawr. Ooh. Yikes. Yikes, big yikes. Ouch. Bad. Bad, naughty, bad. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. I was not paying attention. Big yikes there. Very big. Alright, Gentleman Gamer, I need more trucks there. Also, I need you to help out with this. I should have done that a long time ago. It would have dramatically improved the efficiency here. Oh, thank you for another gift sub there, Alice. That's super kind of you. Why is limestone necessary? I use it for a bunch of things. Cement production. I'm going to be using it in my blast furnaces as well. There's a couple of other mixer recipes that require it as well. I think fertilizer needs it, doesn't it? Could be wrong about that one. Yeah, it looks like I am wrong about it. All right. Ultimately, ration bags. Where do we start rising up? That's a decent place. Barber shop coming in. I think they may have finished that job. Fantastic. Alright, next up then, we need to... Well, actually, looking at it, might be able to just immediately start filling this in from up here. That to be ones. That was a bright bloody flash. Oh, crap. Oh, come on now. Everything is fighting against me. Why? Why is that insisting on being a ramp? Oh, now it is actually a ramp. Oh my lord. It's one of those days, chat. One of those days. There we go. Okay, so from there, we can probably get a decent slope all the way through. Might need to cut that down, though. Let's get Yuri to help out with that quickly. And then while that's happening, continue this on all the way. I do wish it would be a little bit more forgiving when there is already a designation there, though. Gotta be honest, that's sometimes a little bit frustrating. Actually, let's get that with Unity so no trucks try to make that rather awkward looking trip. There we go. Ultimately, what I would like to do is have a legitimate ramp that I made instead of this. Whether I can do that or not, is anyone's guess, really. But it might be something I can try. Fact. Let's imagine we did that here. There we are. And then I would be able to dig in and rise up. Now the rise is going to be a lot less severe. Alternatively, I could start the rise from over here. Quite right, but see, that part needs to be filled in right here, and the rest of that needs to be dug up. It's an awkward one, but I think it would be quite nice to have that ramp made by me. There's a lot more that I'll be able to do with it then. Though, in that instance, maybe I would want the ramp somewhere around here instead. Actually, I don't really think it matters. I think just putting it wherever it works really will be the best place. Oh, we finished it! Oh, fantastic. Truly, a marvellous day. Right, well, in that case, let's grab... everything down to here. Actually, I'm going to need to do that differently. Now let's get you in position. Now, in terms of things that we're going to turn on, we will be doing this very much one or two at a time. Probably, let's get the smokestack done first. And the pipe work, since that's relatively cheap. Oops. Did I miss the Mechanicus for the day? That was yesterday. I have two ramps, one for going up, one for going down. There's no way I can really control which one they would use, unfortunately. Hello, Shadow Ninja, how you doing? All that work is done, which is glorious. In that case, let's get this on the go. It's going to take 180 to make that. Painful. Exceedingly so. But if I can get just a single run that produces steel, then from that point on, I can start disabling this. Pop the rest of this blueprint in place. I'll just strip this out for now. Place that later. Now, I wonder, would it be possible for me to save myself a lot of time and effort by simply... No. Unless maybe here. But if I can save myself the effort of having to rebuild the wheel, then I would like to do so. Barely. I would have had to have started the ramp a lot sooner. But it is a proof of concept that I could make that happen, so... Get those two out of the way. And I'm going to move everything back by one. So the ramp starts a little bit earlier, and then I'll do the same on this side. And we can just have a very wide ramp. And everything else can be just dug in. That may in fact be a much better way of doing this. We'll see. Doing pretty good. Just recently found you and been watching your 7 Days to Die plays. Oh, which one? There are a few. Sadly, not all of them get finished before something draws our attention away, but next alpha is out very soon. Looking forward to that a lot. Oh, I need to set Yuri back to working on this area. Yeah. Go, and then might be able to make this work. Actually can. Somewhat shocked. Wow. All right. Now, what I would say is that every interval where this lines up in terms of its height, I need to separate them a bit. So what height level is this? What's the easiest way for me to tell? Height level -1. This one? Yes, this one. No, that's height level 0. Oh no, that will be the height level that we need to be on. Yeah, okay, so that was a really good guess. So what we'll do here is I'm going to include a 3-way connection for that height. Now this may perhaps no longer work. We'll see. Yeah, already kind of messed up now. Damn it. Because it's pushed it back so much. Alright. Then in that case, I need to push this back a little bit further. I'm going to hold off on finalizing this build because I don't know where all of these layers are going to be. Well, actually, that said, I do. This one is layer +5. So 0, 5, and -7. Actually, yeah, that all works. That all lines up. So, -10, -5, 0, and 5. At each of these intervals, I need to create a connection point. So basically, at the height, this will come all the way out here, connect there. And then this one will connect into there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finally, this one will have a connection as well, but this one will just be a corner. And at that point, I can have this layer, the retaining wall for this layer, connect up to this. That gives me everything I need. Let's shimmy you forward, though. Then exactly the same thing happens on the other side, giving me a perfect retained access point. Oh, does that line up? Does indeed. That ends up working amazingly well. Maybe add a single section up one to keep the angle. I guess I could. So what you're saying is this. Something more like that. Is that what you're suggesting? Because that definitely does keep the nice repetition of the pattern. I'd need to move this forward a little bit. Yeah, I still think that looks really, really good. With that in position then, get rid of all of that and start moving things around. Right, it's going to take a while before we get the materials to finish setting that up, but especially with all of the vehicles like buzzing around like bees at this point, trying to get all of that done. We'll fill this out, then branch this off, then fill all the rest of that out. So at this point, all of that filled up to -5, if we can. Would you like to move? There we go. Just wanted to make sure it could actually get out of it. Okay, super happy with that actually. How are we going over here? Oh no, you're coming in to help. Really want you to focus on rock more than iron, Mamiti. Good night, Nico. You have a good one, mate. That looks ridiculous when that's dropping off into a smaller truck. Oh, yikes. Right. Okay, so we're also going to need a similar setup over here, frankly. But let's start off with just isolating these tiles. This can then all be dug down. I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually liking this a lot more now that the rules on how to designate these areas are more explicit. As much as it kind of threw out a lot of the effort that we'd already put in, this is so much more clear. Like, wow. So much more clear. Now we can do something like this. No, we cannot. Well, we might need to, regardless, but for now, we'll just get that area all unpaused. And this whole zone is going to start getting chopped down.